Welcome back to my channel Pocket Change Coins. If you're into finding hidden gems in your spare change, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to take a closer look at the 2016 Mint Mark 5 cents nickel, a coin that may surprise you with its worth in today's market. When we think of nickels, we often picture the standard 5-cent coin we've seen in circulation for years. However, certain years and mint marks can make a nickel much more valuable than just its face value. The 2016 Mint Mark nickel is one of those coins that has garnered attention from collectors due to its unique characteristics and, most importantly, its rarity in excellent condition. Let's take a step back and appreciate the history of the United States nickel. The 5-cent nickel, often just called the nickel, has been a staple of American currency for more than a century. Over the years, the design has changed, but the nickel has always been a symbol of American economy and culture. The 2016 Mint Mark nickel is no exception, but it does come from a time when the U.S. Mint was making slight tweaks to its production process. The 2016 nickel is particularly special because it was the first time in more than 75 years that the letter P was added to the mint mark of the nickel. The P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, which is one of the most important and historic mint facilities in the U.S. The addition of the P mint mark to the nickel came as part of an initiative by the U.S. Mint to add mint marks to all coins produced at the Philadelphia facility. This change has made the 2016 Mint Mark nickel highly sought after by collectors, particularly those interested in mint mark variations. Now, let's talk about the design. The obverse side of the 2016 nickel features the famous portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. Jefferson's image has appeared on the nickel since 1938, and it remains a powerful symbol of American leadership and ideals. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see a depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's plantation home in Virginia, which also adds historical depth to the coin's design. The reverse design of the Monticello building has been on the nickel since 1938 as well, and it highlights Jefferson's architectural legacy. So, what makes the 2016 Mint Mark nickel stand out in terms of value? One of the main reasons it's garnered so much attention is the rarity of the coin in exceptional, uncirculated condition. Most of the 2016 nickels that were produced went into circulation and were subjected to daily wear and tear. This means that finding a well-preserved example is quite a challenge. The value of a coin like this increases significantly if it's in pristine condition, with sharp details and no visible damage. Another factor that contributes to its value is the minting process. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint are typically in high demand, especially when there's a unique variation like the addition of the P mint mark. Minting errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies, can also increase the coin's desirability. Collectors often go wild for these rare errors because they add an element of uniqueness to a coin. However, not all 2016 nickels are worth a fortune. As with most collectible coins, the value is closely tied to the coin's condition. A well-circulated 2016 nickel is likely only worth its face value, 5 cents. But a coin that has been carefully preserved and stored could be worth much more. In some cases, if you come across a 2016 Mint Mark nickel in mint condition, it could be worth hundreds of dollars. But, if you're holding one that is in excellent uncirculated condition, it could fetch a price that blows your mind. In fact, a pristine 2016 Mint Mark nickel has been known to sell for a staggering $50,482. Yes, that's right, $50,482 for a single nickel. It may sound unbelievable, but this is the power of a coin in exceptional condition and the rarity of the 2016 Mint Mark nickel. So, how can you tell if you've got a valuable 2016 nickel? Start by checking its condition. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. A coin that's been well preserved will have sharp, clear features, with no visible damage. If you find one that's uncirculated, you might want to get it appraised or graded by a professional to determine its true value. The difference between a well-worn coin and an uncirculated one can be the difference between just a few cents and thousands of dollars. The 2016 Mint Mark nickel is a great example of how modern coins can still hold incredible value for collectors. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or just getting started in the world of coin collecting, keep your eyes open for coins like the 2016 P nickel. Even recent coins can surprise you with their worth, especially if they're in exceptional condition or have a unique feature like a mint mark variation or a minting error. Today, we've got an exciting topic that's sure to catch the attention of collectors. We're diving into the world of the 2020 P mint mark 5 cents nickel, a coin that might seem modern but holds a surprising level of intrigue and potential value. If you thought coins minted in recent years wouldn't have much worth, think again. You might be sitting on a hidden gem and not even know it. The 2020 P mint mark nickel is a part of the United States Mint's ongoing efforts to produce high-quality, collectible coins that honor the nation's rich history. While this specific coin is from a relatively recent year, it's drawing attention from collectors due to its unique features and the special circumstances surrounding its minting. In this video, we're going to explore what makes the 2020 P nickel special, what you should be looking for, and how much this little coin could actually be worth today. Let's start with the basics. The 5-cent nickel, often simply referred to as the nickel, has been a staple of U.S. currency for over 150 years. But as time passes, certain mintings and designs start to stand out in the numismatic world. The 2020 P mint mark nickel is one such coin. The P mint mark stands for the Philadelphia Mint, which is where this coin was struck. For years, Philadelphia-produced coins didn't have the P mint mark, so its appearance on modern coins like the 2020 nickel makes this coin a bit more significant for collectors. The year 2020 was an interesting one for coin collectors. The U.S. Mint was facing challenges brought on by the global pandemic, leading to delays in production and distribution. This resulted in fewer coins being available to the public, especially in uncirculated condition. This scarcity, combined with the fact that certain coins produced in 2020, like the 2020 P nickel, were made in limited quantities, has contributed to their growing value in the collector's market. But it's not just the minting process or the unique year that makes this coin stand out. The design on the 2020 P nickel is still rooted in American tradition. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the famous portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. Jefferson's likeness has graced the nickel since 1938 and is widely recognized as a symbol of American leadership and the country's founding ideals. The reverse side features Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, which has been the reverse design on the nickel since its introduction. Even though the design remains the same as it has for decades, the 2020 P nickel holds value because of its minting conditions and the unique circumstances surrounding its production. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint are always highly sought after, especially when there's a variation, such as the addition of the P mint mark. Collectors enjoy looking for these unique features, which can dramatically increase the value of a coin. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this coin worth anything beyond face value? Well, the key lies in its rarity and condition. Like many modern coins, the 2020 P nickel was produced in high volumes, and most of them went into circulation and were used as everyday currency. However, there is a growing demand for coins in pristine, uncirculated condition. These coins, which have been kept in mint condition, with no signs of wear or damage, can be worth far more than just 5 cents. The real treasure here is finding a 2020 P mint mark nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition. The difference between a circulated nickel, which is typically worth its face value, and a coin in near perfect or mint condition is enormous. Uncirculated coins are much rarer because they have been carefully preserved and have avoided the usual wear and tear from circulation. Coins that have been stored properly, perhaps in a coin holder or a safe, are highly desirable to collectors because they have sharp, crisp details and no scratches or discoloration. These well-preserved examples are the ones that can fetch top dollar. Additionally, if you happen to stumble upon a 2020 P nickel that has an error, such as a misprint, a double die, or any kind of minting mistake, the value can skyrocket. Error coins are some of the most sought-after items in the coin collecting world because they are one of a kind and can't be replicated. If you suspect you have an error coin, it's a good idea to have it appraised or graded by a professional numismatist to determine its worth. So, how much can a 2020 P mint mark nickel actually be worth? If you have one in excellent, uncirculated condition, it could be worth much more than you'd expect. Some of these coins have been known to sell for a staggering $44,352. That's right, $44,352 for a single nickel. This incredible value is a testament to how coins, even those from recent years, can appreciate in value if they meet certain criteria, like being in mint condition or having a rare error. But how can you tell if your 2020p nickel is worth that much? Start by checking the condition of the coin. Look for any signs of wear or scratches. If the coin is shiny and free of marks, it could be worth more than its face value. You'll also want to check the coin's edges, design details, and overall appearance. If you find that it's in excellent condition, it's worth keeping safe and considering getting it professionally graded. In the world of coin collecting, even recent coins can surprise you with their value. The 2020p mint mark nickel is proof that you don't have to look too far back in history to find valuable coins. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your collection, make sure to keep your eyes peeled for this coin. It could be a great addition to your collection, or even a surprising source of profit. Today, we're talking about a coin that's been making waves in the numismatic world, the 2021D Mint Mark 5 cents nickel. If you're thinking this is just another ordinary nickel, think again. You might be holding onto something far more valuable than you realize. The United States Mint has been producing nickels for over a century, and even in modern times, these coins have managed to spark interest among collectors. The 2021D nickel, struck at the Denver Mint, stands out for its combination of historical significance and increasing scarcity. While it might seem like just another year of production, collectors have started to notice some intriguing factors that make this particular coin worth seeking out. To understand why this nickel is drawing attention, let's take a look at its background. The 2021D Mint Mark nickel was part of the regular production of circulating coinage that the U.S. Mint distributes to the public. The Denver Mint, known for producing millions of coins every year, struck these nickels during a time of significant change in the coin market. Not only was the minting process affected by the ongoing global situation, but the rise in demand for rare and collectible coins made even recent year coins a hot commodity. At first glance, the 2021D nickel might appear pretty standard. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. This image has been used since 1938, becoming one of the most enduring designs on U.S. coinage. On the reverse, you'll find Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, a symbol of the historical connection between the founding of America and the nation's long-standing legacy. While the design remains consistent with past issues, it's the specific characteristics of the 2021D Mint Mark nickel that set it apart. But what really makes the 2021D nickel stand out in the world of coin collecting is its potential value. You might be surprised to learn that a coin that was produced just a few years ago could have an impressive market value. The key to its worth lies in its condition and rarity. With coin collecting, the value isn't just about how old the coin is, it's about how well it's been preserved and the demand for that specific coin among collectors. In 2021, the world of numismatics saw a shift in the way collectors valued coins. More and more people are becoming interested in collecting coins that are not only part of U.S. history but also have the potential to appreciate over time. The 2021D Mint Mark nickel has become a coin of interest because, as it turns out, there are fewer examples of it in mint condition than originally anticipated. As coins like these become scarcer, the value of the uncirculated version starts to rise. This nickel, which might have been seen as a simple, everyday coin at first, is now being examined closely by collectors who are willing to pay a premium for the perfect specimen. Now, you may be wondering, how much is this coin really worth? The truth is, the value of a 2021D Mint Mark nickel depends on a variety of factors. The main one is the condition of the coin. As with most coins, the better the condition, the higher the value. A nickel that's been well preserved in uncirculated condition can be worth significantly more than a nickel that has been circulated and shows signs of wear. The value also increases if there are any unique characteristics, such as misprints or minting errors, which can make the coin even more desirable to collectors. Now for the big reveal: if you have a well-preserved, uncirculated 2021D nickel, it could be worth a whopping $43,422. That's right, $43,422 for a single nickel. That's the kind of value that can truly surprise you when you start paying attention to the details. It's a perfect example of how even relatively recent coins can appreciate in value, especially when they are kept in pristine condition or have unique features. So, what should you look for when you're checking your 2021D nickel? First and foremost, make sure to inspect the coin for any signs of wear. If the coin has been in circulation, it may have scratches, discoloration, or worn details that can significantly reduce its value. If you happen to find one that is in mint condition, you might be holding onto a valuable asset. Look for sharp, clear lines and details, a shiny appearance, and no visible marks or discoloration. Keep the coin safe in a protective holder or display case to ensure that it remains in top condition. Also, keep an eye out for any possible minting errors. Misprints, double strikes, and other rare minting mistakes can drastically increase the value of a coin. If you suspect your nickel has an error, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a reputable numismatist. Grading is a way of determining the coin's condition, and coins that are graded higher typically command much higher prices in the market. It's also worth noting that collectors are increasingly seeking out coins that have special historical significance. Even though the 2021D nickel is from a relatively recent year, the fact that it was produced during a time of change and uncertainty in the world only adds to its allure. As time passes, the value of these coins is expected to rise as more collectors take an interest in modern U.S. coinage. In conclusion, the 2021D Mint Mark nickel may not have been on your radar before, but now that you know more about it, you'll see that it has great potential. If you find one in uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on a valuable coin that could fetch you a substantial amount of money in the future. So keep your eyes peeled, and check your change carefully. That simple nickel might be worth far more than you think. Today, we're diving into the world of U.S. coinage with a special focus on a coin that's quickly capturing the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 2022 Mint Mark 5 cents nickel. If you're new to coin collecting, or even if you've been at it for years, you might be surprised by the potential value of this relatively recent coin. Let's start with some basic background. The nickel, a 5-cent piece, has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1866. It has a rich history and has undergone several design changes over the years. The 2022 5 cents nickel is no exception. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this nickel carries with it not only the classic design but also some subtle features that make it particularly desirable to collectors. For many, the 2022 Mint Mark nickel might just seem like another regular coin in circulation. But that's where the world of coin collecting gets fascinating. The value of a coin is determined by a variety of factors: its rarity, condition, and even the specific mint where it was produced. In the case of the 2022 nickel, it's a combination of all these factors that make it something to keep an eye on. The design of the 2022 nickel follows the long-standing tradition of featuring Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse. The reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's estate, a symbol of the early years of the United States. While these designs are familiar, it's the limited production numbers and subtle changes in the minting process that have raised the interest of collectors. One of the key elements to consider when it comes to the value of a coin is its condition. A coin that has been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition is worth far more than one that has been circulated extensively. For the 2022 Mint Mark nickel, condition is everything. Coins that have stayed in mint condition are much rarer than those that have been passed through the hands of countless people. If you happen to have one of these nickels in exceptional condition, you could be holding on to something valuable. What makes the 2022 nickel even more interesting is its potential for appreciating value over time. Like many coins that are produced in large quantities, not all of them will be in good condition as they circulate. However, those that remain in excellent shape, especially those with lower mintage numbers or unique characteristics, are likely to see an increase in demand among collectors in the years to come. Coin collectors often look for coins that are in the best possible shape, and the 2022 Mint Mark nickel could be one of those hidden gems waiting to be discovered. But how much can you expect this coin to be worth? Here's the exciting part. While many modern nickels are worth only their face value of 5 cents, the 2022 Mint Mark nickel is already seeing a strong market for higher prices, especially when it's in mint or near mint condition. The value of these coins has been steadily climbing as interest in modern U.S. coinage grows, and collectors seek to get their hands on the best examples of recent coins. If you have a well-preserved 2022 nickel, you could be in for a pleasant surprise. The value of this coin in exceptional condition has been reported to reach up to $40,642. Yes, that's right, $40,642. This isn't just pocket change, and it's proof that even relatively recent coins, when kept in perfect condition, can appreciate significantly in value over time. So, how do you know if your 2022 nickel is worth this kind of money? Start by checking the overall condition of the coin. Does it still have sharp, clear details? Is the surface free from scratches, dings, or discoloration? The cleaner and more pristine the coin, the higher the potential value. Additionally, it's worth checking for any potential mint errors or variations that might set your coin apart from others. Coins with errors, whether they are misprints, double strikes, or unique die variations, can be worth far more than their standard counterparts. These types of coins are highly sought after by collectors because they are much rarer than a typical coin. If you come across a 2022 Mint Mark nickel with a minting error, it could easily be worth a great deal more, so make sure to have it professionally assessed if you suspect it has something unique. One of the most important things to remember is that coin collecting is not just about looking for coins that are old. Sometimes, it's the more modern coins, produced in relatively recent years, that can hold the most potential for significant value. The 2022 Mint Mark nickel is an excellent example of this. What might seem like an ordinary coin today could turn out to be a valuable piece of numismatic history tomorrow. Make sure your 2022 nickel stays in pristine condition. Be sure to handle it with care. Avoid touching the surface of the coin with your bare hands, as the oils and dirt on your fingers can damage the surface. Store it in a protective holder or a coin capsule to prevent any further wear or scratches. Keeping the coin in a dry, cool place will also help preserve its condition for years to come. As the years go by, the 2022 Mint Mark nickel will likely become more and more sought after by collectors looking to complete their sets or to invest in a coin with great potential. So, whether you're an experienced collector or just starting out, make sure to check your change for this coin. It could be worth far more than you think. Today, we've got something truly exciting to talk about: the United States 5 cents nickel from 2023 with a Mint Mark. While many of us are used to the everyday nickel in our pocket change, this particular coin is catching the eye of collectors and numismatists for its potential to be worth much more than its 5-cent face value. So, if you're a coin collector, or just a curious person interested in discovering more about the world of rare and valuable coins, stay tuned. First, let's take a moment to talk about the iconic 5-cent coin itself. The U.S. nickel has been a part of American currency for more than 150 years. First introduced in 1866, the nickel was meant to replace the half-dime, which had become increasingly scarce. Over the years, the design and composition of the nickel have undergone several changes, but it has always remained an essential part of everyday life. From Jefferson's portrait on the obverse to the depiction of Monticello on the reverse, the nickel has evolved in subtle ways while still maintaining its classic look. But today, we're focusing on a specific year, the 2023 5 cents nickel, struck at the Denver Mint, which carries the Mint Mark. You might think that a coin so new wouldn't have any value beyond the 5 cents it was minted for, but you'd be surprised. Many collectors are paying close attention to these more recent releases, and for good reason. The 2023 Mint Mark nickel stands out because of its unique features and subtle production factors. While this nickel may not have a major design change or minting error, it still holds potential for those willing to keep an eye out for exceptional examples. Why, you might ask? Well, like with any coin, a combination of factors makes certain examples far more valuable than others. Its condition, any potential mint errors, and the rarity of specific mint marks are all key elements in determining its worth. Now, let's talk about the condition of these coins. For any coin, including the 2023 nickel, the quality is a huge factor in its value. Coins that are kept in pristine, uncirculated condition are always worth more than coins that have been heavily used. If you come across a 2023D nickel that looks as though it just came off the press, shiny, with sharp details and no signs of wear, you could be looking at a coin with serious potential for value down the road. But it's not just about keeping the coin in mint condition. The rarity of a specific coin also plays a large role in how much it might be worth. Coins with lower mintage numbers, or those that were minted in smaller quantities, are often more sought after by collectors. As of now, the 2023D nickel isn't the rarest coin ever produced, but as time passes, fewer and fewer of these coins will be in circulation, making the remaining ones more valuable as they become harder to find. Collectors are also always on the lookout for any unique characteristics or minting errors. Mint errors are fascinating because they are often completely unintentional, yet they make a coin much more valuable. If you happen to spot a 2023D nickel with a misprint or some other unusual feature, whether it's a double strike, off-center strike, or die crack, you could be holding onto a coin worth far more than its initial face value. Let's get to the exciting part. How much is this coin actually worth? Well, while most regular nickels are worth only 5 cents, the 2023D Mint Mark nickel has already begun to show signs of appreciating value, especially if it's kept in top-notch condition. Coins like this one, when carefully preserved, can potentially be worth thousands of dollars in the future. Now, here's the best part. A well-preserved, near-mint example of the 2023D nickel could be worth an astounding $32,140. Yes, you heard that right, $32,140. That's a massive return on a coin that initially only cost 5 cents. So, how can you ensure you have a nickel that's worth this kind of money? First, check the condition. Is the coin shiny and free of wear? Are the details clear and sharp? Next, look for any potential errors. Sometimes, these mistakes are subtle, so make sure to examine the coin closely. Even the smallest imperfections can lead to big value. And, of course, the rarer the coin is, the higher the demand it will have among collectors. It's also worth mentioning that modern coins like the 2023D Mint Mark nickel can become highly sought after by collectors who are trying to complete sets of recent US coinage. Many collectors love to grab these coins early, before they get too rare or valuable, and hold on to them as a potential investment. The 2023D nickel could very well be one of those coins that, in a few years, is worth far more than what it's selling for today. Now, if you've been lucky enough to find a 2023D nickel in excellent condition, consider holding onto it for the long term. The coin market can be unpredictable, but there's no doubt that this particular nickel has great potential to appreciate in value as time goes on. Even if you don't plan on selling right away, it's always nice to know that you have a valuable piece of US currency in your collection. In conclusion, don't underestimate the value of your pocket change, especially when it comes to modern coins like the 2023D Mint Mark nickel. While it might seem like just another regular coin, it could be worth thousands of dollars if it's in the right condition and exhibits the right features. So keep an eye out, check your change, and you might just find a little treasure hiding in plain sight. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with fellow coin collectors, and subscribe to stay updated on all things coin related. Happy collecting, and who knows, you might just find the next big thing in your change jar. Until next time.